Hey guys, I am here with Chico and Coco, and we are in a new to them park. This is actually Chico's second time here and Coco's first time here. I just thought we'd stop in and document their discoveries. It is so cute to watch doggies in a new to them park. Phew, finally they're slowing down. Chico's been running like he's on a race. In a race. We just passed a French Bulldog that had the cutest, biggest bat ears in the whole world. And I just heard somebody in the background go, "It's so cute!" It has to be the same dog. Those ears were phenomenal. The whole dog was, but the ears. Who can guess what this is? Good job. They're supposed to use bells when they're coming up behind people, especially if they have an animal. But according to my map, there's a way back. It will take us about 42 minutes if we were humans, since we are humans and dogs, probably at least an hour. And it is about 2 miles back. So I was expecting the whole thing to only be 1.5 miles, and it's going to be closer to 4, it looks like. But we'll get our official mileage when we reach the car back. When we get back to the car. Anyways, onward. Hey, it looks like the train station is up ahead. They told me that's where the trail ends. So it looks like I'll get to talk Chico in the turning around soon. I haven't looked at the map yet to see if there's an external way to get back without turning around. But I don't think so. There's not really a whole lot of sidewalks around here. And I'm thinking in the future, I will just always bring the trailer. I didn't bring it today because I was like, I don't really feel like it because it was early when we left. Well, pretty early. And I figured it was only going to be 1.5 miles. Like 1.5 miles, nothing. I plan for the unplanned. You never know when somebody's going to randomly extend a road. You know? Oh well, it'll be fun. All right, let's see what's next. Hey guys, so we are still in the new to them park, and it is apparently new to me as well, in part because the first mile or first 3/4 of a mile, I knew the trail, and then apparently they extended it since the last time I was here. So I actually asked a lovely couple who popped onto the trail from, it looked like a residential area, if they happen to know how much longer the trail was, because I'm sure they know the area. And they do. They named the train station it's near. I have no idea what that is. But they said it's not that much further, so I believe them. They seemed knowledgeable. And they have cute puppies. I love golden noodles. I call them golden noodles. I don't know why. I think it's because their hair sometimes reminds me of little noodles. Like little ramen noodles. It's cute, though. I love the puppies. I love all the puppies. So when we get back to the car, I will do a check and see how far we ended up being. It was only supposed to be 1.5 miles. Imagining it's going to be closer to 3 miles. I don't know. Words hard. Pea gravel. I don't know if you could see it, but there's like pea gravel all over the trail, which I imagine is kind of rough on their feet. I did bring one of their carriers with me. I was not expecting to carry them that far back, but I imagine on the return trip, 1 or 2 will need assistance. Coco's already needed to be picked up a couple of times by now. He wants to know who's barking. Oh, he was talking to a pit bull earlier. The pit bull was across the street. It was so cute. They were talking to each other. They wanted to play. It's such a shame, though. That puppy's so anti-socialized. That's not the right word. That puppy hasn't been socialized enough throughout his puppyhood, so I honestly don't think he would be able to play appropriately one-on-one without a fence. But he did want to play, though. He was doing the play gestures. He had his feet up on the fence. He was whiny. Come on, sweetie. Why do you just stand and stare at people? Come on, bud. Coco, ven. Vamos. Break time is over. Usually when I'm carrying both of them, break time is over when one of them wants to walk or indicates they want to walk. Because if one does it, the other usually does it. Copycat works in reverse too. Well, on the bright side, since we did, that nice couple was right, and we did find the train station. Come on. Chico keeps wanting to cross the street, and I'm like, let's not. Let's just follow the map, my friend. Anyway, I think they like walking on the sidewalk infinitely better than they liked walking on that pea gravel. I did not plan on them walking on it for that many miles. But we'll go home and soak their feet because they're due for a bath anyway. And I think Chico has a tick on his butt. You can't really see it. It's buried in his fur. I left the tick pullers at home in the bathroom. I gathered them all together, looked at them, and didn't even think to bring them today. So, can't wait to get home and get that thing gone. All right, we will report back. Wait, to give you a bubble bath to get that gunk out from under your eyeball. Yeah. I don't know why your tears are building up there, bud. Coco gets his tears cleaned daily. Not his favorite activity, but at least he doesn't get... Like, I would wipe Chico's because he's been really good about it, but I don't see... Like, I don't know if this is happening in his sleep or what, but it's just there. And he won't let me soak it while he's awake yet. We're still working on that. Let me see the thing. The thing that appears to be a tick. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to look at your tushy without looking at your tushy. It's right there. Yeah, he doesn't really want me to point at it, but it's right there. Right there, you Musa. Hello. The daylight's out of being insane. Whenever I walk up behind somebody, if we manage to walk up behind somebody, because we're usually the slowest party, I still say something like coming up behind you or whew, even when I'm by myself without them, people scare the daylights out of me. Anyway, he was a nice fellow. Minus the heart attack. I have caffeine with me. That should help. Don't you think? Ben. Chico. Chico. No. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Thank you. Somebody else probably let their doggy go potty there. I always feel bad. He's like, somebody else did it, Mom. I know. That doesn't mean it was right, though. Love those little yellow flowers. They're so pretties. Run away. Vete. Vete con Chico. Gracias. Next time, though, I think we'll bring the trailer. Just in case. One of them can't handle the stones or whatever next time, wants a longer rest. They did really good, though. I'm impressed. Hey, guys, we just got back in the park. And I'm really excited because I actually more or less know where I am, which is extremely rare for me in life. We ended up walking around. Come on, Coco. Come on, let's just go so the doggy will stop, please. Thank you. We ended up coming back around to an entrance, so we left the park at the train station, walked through the city, and then came back in an entrance that my dad and I have biked at before. So that's pretty cool. It's such a gorgeous walk, even though it ended up being a bit longer than I expected. And it ended up being really gorgeous. I think we'll probably definitely do this again and come back earlier. I believe they open at 6. So for clarification, I've only been over here a few times myself as well. And most of those times I was with my dad on a bicycle and like moving far too fast to have any idea where I was going. Plus I have no sense of direction anyway. It's really cool that there's a road all the way down there. Always amazes me. Anyway, so I just realized we came back into the path up there. There's a break in the fence to the right, and that's where we came back in at. This is the path that we were on earlier, and this is right about where the original path used to end before they extended it all the way down to the train station. So I believe my dad and I used to go up to the right and go up to the I should have shown you, but it's I'll fill in the word here when I can remember what it is for those buildings with roofs and people can sit in them. But it's open. It's not a building. Anyway, we used to go up, circle around, come back down, and then go down to the longer end of the... Not Chico wanting to go off trail. There's the trail we just left. That's the direction of the parking lot, and that's where we came from. Whoops, and we'll just take that person out later. I don't know why there's humans everywhere. What am I thinking? I'm in a park. I don't know why there was somebody there. Listen. I think I also forgot during our trip through the city how much later it got and how much busier it would get during that time. I'm still thinking it's like when we came in, there was a lot less people here. I think Chico and I have been down here before. We'll see when we get there. If I recognize the area, I will say, but I believe we may have been here once or twice before I got Coco without my dad, which is when we would be able to go off-roading, because when we came here with my dad, he was in a bike trailer and we didn't really have much opportunity to walk around. It's kind of hard to walk around and wheel a bike around at the same time. I was trying to find some type of like thing that you could basically add an extra wheel to the bike so that, you would be able to pull it more or less like a trailer. That way, if you did want to go off-roading, you could just tie the bike to yourself and the bike trailer would be tied to the bike. And then you could, go off-roading for like walking the dog, and then you could walk the dog and pull the bike and the trailer behind you. The only issue was that I wasn't able to find an apparatus that would allow you to essentially add a third wheel to the bike so that it wouldn't fall over and make it into a tricycle. And then you could just throw that in the bike trailer when you're ready to take off. Although I was highly considering just trying to find a tricycle anyway because I fall over too much. And I got better at it, but it's just not one of those things that I really want to have to be that super worried about when I'm trying to deal with the stress of an anxiety-ridden dog in a bike trailer. So anyway, that's one of the reasons that we stopped doing that as much. Coco, he would love it. The only problem is the trailer that I got, I forget what brand that was. It was made for children, which is kind of fine, but I had a kid in it, and it wasn't like really that big enough. And the last time I put Coco in it, he wasn't excited either because it wasn't super big. He felt uncomfortable, like he was going to fall out, even though there's a net front. All right, Grace. No, see, he had a bell. What a lovely fellow. We are almost back to the car. Yay! That turned out really well. They only needed 1.5 more breaks since the last one that we saw. I'll have to show this apparatus I'm wearing. Let's see. I need to figure out how to do this. Yes, it's like one of those baby carriers, but it's for Chico is a little bit big for it, but it kind of works. It would work a little bit better if he would let me sit down to put it on, but of course not. So I try to do my best with him. Thank you. That was really nice. Nice and loud. Long before they got here. That was so sweet. As we saw earlier in the video, I just easily like, oh my god, there's somebody behind me. Unless they're extremely loud coming up. And there is a rule that bikers are supposed to give some type of notice. Anyway, I don't know what my point was. Oh, anyway, so that more or less worked. And then I propped Coco up on his back. I tried putting Coco in it, and he was having none of it. It's a nice carrier. It's just, unfortunately, they're on the top side of most size and weight on items, such as carrier. Hey friends, it is just Chico and I. Coco has decided to stay home. We did our extra long walk this morning. It meant to be 1.5 miles. It ended up being a little over 5 miles. Chico still has a tick in his behind. He's going to get a flea and tick bath when we get home. I've been trying to get to it with the tick puller because it's like right there. And if I could just get under it, it should be not too hard to get rid of, but he is still very reactive, so we're trying a little bit at a time. I did teach him what a buggy is, so I keep telling him Mommy wants his buggy. And I asked him if I can have his buggy, because I also taught him to not be reactive with toys by asking if I could have his toy and getting his permission to have it. So every time he objects, I'm like, okay, we're done. You did good. And we try a little bit more next time. If he doesn't let me get it by the time we get home, and we're not going to take a very long walk, I'll just put him in the bubble bath, and that should hopefully work. His regular vet does not have topical flea and tick treatment. I feel like it's a trick. And Chico will not eat, of course, the oral version of it. I did find another location I could get the topical from a vet, because the over-the-counter stuff, absolutely no effect. I've tried multiple brands. And even so, even with a good one, I mean, ticks are pretty hard to get rid of, unfortunately. And it requires them to bite in order for the stuff to work. So hopefully, I didn't realize they were going to be closed today, but hopefully we'll be able to get over there soon and get that. But the flea and tick stuff should work. The last time I had tried to give him the oral flea and tick stuff, he did eat some of it, so I didn't want to get him on something else right away anyway, because I didn't know how much of it he ingested, and then he realized that there was something different about his food, and of course he stopped eating. Coco ate his just fine though. Chico doesn't like anything extra in his food. He'll eat vitamins, no problem. Coco doesn't like vitamins, but Chico won't eat medicine and Coco will. Funny boys. Okay. Anyways. Go ahead. Go ahead, go. Almost. Come on. Come on, you wanted to come all the way up here. Let's go walk. Quick, quick. Good boy. Can Mommy have your buggy? Can Mommy try to get your buggy? Can I try? He's right here. Can I have him? Can I see? Good boy. Good job for trying. Good job. That's it. Come on, let's go. The fact that he's not snapping at me and he's actually letting me brush his butt with it is something. Good boy. So I would have already had him in the bug bath right after the park, except he was exhausted. And he doesn't fare well when he's exhausted. Oh, sorry. I need to, finish the thought. Hold on. I see human. I tried to get the buggy again. It didn't work. Come on, Biggins. I told him if he doesn't walk, I'm going to try to get his bug again. So, he started walking. I feel bad because it's not even his fault. Like, the position that it's in, it's really hard to get around. And to, get under. Plus, it's in the curly Q of his butt. So, the hairs go in all sorts of weird directions. The last 2 days, I've been desensitizing him to letting me trim his hair because he doesn't like the sound of the scissors cutting the hair. But, it's still, even with that, it's hard to, trim the hair around a tick and not trim the tick. And, of course, once a dog, I think cats typically do it, most animals probably do. Once they get frustrated with you picking on one side of them enough, they just get up and roll over so you can't touch it anymore. Stink bickies. We will keep practicing. Give me your buggy. No, he's not even looking at me no more. All right. I think I forgot to mention, I've actually pulled many ticks off of him thus far in the 5 years that I've had him. It's usually a process, but we do successfully get it. This is the hardest one we had thus far, and it really is the location of it. But each time that I'm able to successfully get a tick off of him, or I just find one in general, I like to show him the ticks or dead fleas and show him so I can teach him what a buggy is. And I say dead fleas specifically because if they're not dead, they usually jump away. Ticks, not so much, but it is possible, so be careful. Thank you, sir. Come on, no fights today. Or tomorrow. Two sea banners. One of them's his color, and the other is the tan and black. Almost. Anyway, what I meant by he doesn't fare well is that when he's tired, he gets really cold, and he doesn't have tolerance for things to stress him out. And baths take a lot out of him. And given that he's like 12 going on 13, I try not to do a double whammy. I do not like the idea of that tick still being there either, though, so. Come on. Good boy. There you go, big guy. Oops, sorry, guys. Oh, that can't be the brightness all the way up. Why can't I see? Hopefully you guys can see better than I can. It's so dark. Maybe it's just bright out. What are we doing? Can Mommy get your buggy? Since you're standing there, could I? He's been crying about it, too. Hold on. Stay. Espera. Wait. 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 Mommy try to get your buggy. Oh, you grumpy? Yeah, you don't like it? Look, his eyes got so much worse. He's been crying since we came out. I think it's in part because it's so gooey. Alright. Well, he was due for a bath this weekend. It was like scheduled for, okay, you guys are definitely due for a bath. So the timing worked out. I just didn't expect us to be walking so long this morning. Oops. No. Why don't... I mean, it's plastic. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm rude. It's plastic. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. All right. Come on. Mommy's mean. Mean mama. Come on, big boy. I'm sorry. I did that to him earlier. Him and Coco were greeting a puppy through the fence, and sometimes... Yes, I'm talking about Coco, because we left Coco home. We're going to go find Coco, aren't we? Isn't that what we're doing? We're going to find Coco? Well, come on, let's go find him. Where did we leave him? Did we leave Coco at home with our toys? Oh, no. Don't quit. Come on, Bubba. Come on, you can do it. You're... Oh, nope, he cannot do it. He is, in fact, not a big boy. Alrighty, then. Hey, guys. We are about to get started with a Chico and a Coco bath. We're going to start with Chico first. Chico still has that ticky tick stuck in his butt. It's really like his leg, but kind of his butt. Since I'm gonna guess it's like midday to late day yesterday, because it's pretty fat. Tick, like bloated. Not like fat. I don't know if Tick can be overweight. I wonder if fleas can be. And worms. So I used to raise composting worms, and they were never overweight. There, I'm a little plugged, so we're going to see if this works, hopefully. I forgot one of my shampoos. Please. So, the runners-up for the shampoo. We have this. Let's see. Oh, now you can see it. Veterinary Formula Clinical Care Antiseptic and Antifungal Medicated Shampoo. Basically, any like skin allergies or bacterial growth or any fungus or yeast that they may pick up. I say it helps with allergies because it really does help. It's like a clarifying shampoo like we would use for our hair. It kind of has the same effect on their fur. I actually use this on my hair once in a while also because I'm out and about picking up stuff too, so had a lot less itchy head from it. Chico typically has yeasty feet. I think Coco is getting a little bit too, maybe. I'm not sure, but Chico's always showing on his feet. Anyway, so we have this one. And then the runner-up for the flea and tick stuff that I have here is this one. I do not like to use the medicated stuff. I have heard a lot of bad things about it. So I'm going to try this one. I used it once before and I think it worked okay. I'm concerned about the peppermint part. They say it's safe for animals when used as directed. And their directions don't say how much shampoo, but it does say to only leave it on for, I believe it was 2 to 3 minutes. Let lather sit for 2 minutes. So after you put it on and lather it up, let it sit for an additional 2 minutes. So I'm going to give it a shot. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully this tick will take a hike. If not, we'll keep playing games. I have other stuff here, but the percentages are higher in the Wonder side than it is in the other thing. I have used this one before also. I would say semi-successfully. I would have liked to have seen better results, but fleas and ticks did die from it, so no, let's try that again. Fleas died from it, they didn't have ticks. Alright, so I'm going to put some of this in for his yeasty feet. So that's squishing that right good. Not too warm, not too cold. I'm in the freeze, but they don't really like to feel heat either, so. Let's be real careful here with this one. I'm gonna get the victim. Oh my goodness. I know, it's super scary, I'm sorry. Oops, I should have taken my watch off first. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something every time. Now would I? Whoa, That's not too bad. You're fine. I know, you don't believe me. I really need all of your feet down. Thank you. You're doing great. Good job. Good job. Yay! Good job! Yay! Oh, you're fine. You sure? That's a little warm. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had so much hair. Where's Fuzzy Wuzzy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, Mommy's gonna get these eyes all cleaned up today. She's so excited. You don't know Mommy's been waiting so long to clean up baby eyes. She has. Listen, guys, I talk a lot in the bubble bath because I also turn the water in the wrong direction, my man. I talk a lot in the bubble bath because it really relaxes them to keep hearing a voice and to have a constant thing to pay attention to. There's not a whole lot that's going to make him enjoy this bubble bath more than he currently is. So, the only thing I'm trying to do right now is just break like that water resistant barrier that he has. That way when I put the water on and the shampoo and everything, I could just be really fast with it and not be messing around with that. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not though. I'm so sorry, but it's not. Oh no. What is happening to Chico? No. Mommy needs to get Chico buddy. Get down. Down. Oh, I forgot to get your face shampoo. No. You're fine. Ah, I touched it. I'm trying to get in and around it without like squishing it or anything. Oh, you're so good. I literally just want to drown this thing in this stuff. I know, so there's multiple theories. I primarily subscribe to the theory that you don't really want... Sorry, guys, I've never been able to do bugs. Nope. Anyways, I primarily subscribe to the theory that you should not try to put rubbing alcohol or oil or anything on them that's going to make them feel like they're drowning or make them want to back out, because it can cause them to involuntarily like spasm and basically force their own fluids into the dog in a way that they wouldn't have, or whatever animal, in a way that they wouldn't have by simply being pulled out. But if it comes down to a situation of leaving it there until it's done, and God only knows when that's going to be, because I've never seen one go all the way to completion, and I would never like to. I would say that to do what you need to do to get that sucker out. If I had another person here, I would probably just throw his cone on, throw a towel over him, and have the other person take the tick out, and I would just hold Chico down. But you absolutely need 2 sets of hands for that. And I don't even know anyone that can be around him enough to, like, who's been around him enough, who can get close enough to possibly do that. I mean, I can hold him really well, but the person either has to know what they're doing or be very good friends with Chico. So when he had surgery, I'm trying so hard to see this freaking thing. I wonder if I can use his tick puller now. My hand's wet. It's wetting. I know you're doing so good. I know. He had 2 surgeries since I've had him. And one of them... Man. That sucker is really in there. Holy cow. Hold on, bud. Of course, it's slippery now. Oh my god, I got it, guys. Woo! Hallelujah. God, Mommy's never been so excited. Alright, let's get your soapy self cleaned up and then... Oh god, it's nasty. We're gonna stick that nasty little creature over there. Alright, you're such a good boy. Oh, whoa. Don't get him. Come on, I can't go put him in the toilet right now. I gotta take care of you first. Whew. I mean, he needed a bubble bath anyway because he was dirty and... All right. Just because we got it doesn't mean you're free. You still have soap on you. Anyway, I'm gonna give this like another 30 seconds. I don't remember how long, but anyway, he had deer tick on him at the park. I pulled 2 off of him, 1 off of me. Coco's so dark, I couldn't tell if he had any on him. That's one of the reasons he's next, is because I don't know what he's got on him. He can't, and his fur's so thick. Oh, God. I'm so excited, guys. Anyway, so I figured he needs his butt cleaned because he had some weird poops and all that, too. Oh, I felt so bad in the car, though. I dumped a bottle of water on his foot because he wouldn't let me pull the deer tick off. I could see it right there, and he wouldn't let me grab it. So I just dumped a whole bottle of water on his foot because I was like, I don't know what else to do. Maybe it'll fall off. Yeah, well, Mommy wants to make sure we don't have any buggies in our feet. I can't believe, guys, he was so distracted by the bath that he did not go after me for that. I mean, I can't believe he let me just sit there and go at it. He's never done that before. I'm so impressed. And grateful. Holy cow. I can't tell you how stressful it is to have a tick stuck in your dog that you can't get. Oh my God. It's like when he has a thorn in his foot and I can't get it. Listen, dude, we're checking all the body parts this time. I'm usually really good about it. I can't believe that one sat there that long. Alright. And I can't tell you guys what a relief it is to have a clean kitchen. I just cleaned it up today for the first time completely in a few days. Yeah, it's so nice. Whew. And I think I'm not going to rinse this stuff off. I'm just going to leave it on. I'm going to rinse it off. I'm not going to wash another shampoo or anything after it. I usually do like the antibacterial or the antifungal and the shed shampoo. But we're just going to do this one right now. He's really stressed out. He did a really good boy job. You did so good. Mommy's so proud. And he is 9,000% over every part of this. I just gotta get him to let me finish cleaning his face, too. So, you may have noticed I did not do his... Oh, great. He's leaning right against me. It feels awesome. I did not do his... That was backwards. That's not what was supposed to happen, y'all. Oh, I completely understand your problems. Alright, we still need to finish your face, though. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You're so good. Can I do it one more time over here? Oh, wow. Good job, buddy. Literally never, ever has he let me do that. Holy cow. But I did really soak his face good when he got in here. I didn't do from behind the ears up because I didn't grab his tearless shampoo that's in the closet. I figure he's probably going to get another bath in like a week. So I'll just do his head then. It's not really a big deal. I don't want to get this flea and tick stuff in his head. I would only go up that far if I actually saw fleas or ticks up there. But hopefully we'll be able to get that topical stuff soon. And that'll be that. So I'll be back with Coco. Hey guys, we are not going to be popping in for Coco's bubble bath right now because Coco has decided that he is very tired. And since I haven't actively seen a bug on him, I'm not going to bother him at the moment. I'm just going to let him rest. He's laying in front of his open window, which he absolutely loves, and he just wants me to get this camera at his face so he can take a nap. So I am going to go let the little man do that, and we will talk to y'all later. Take care, like, subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. And I'm going to let this child go to sleep too. He's really excited now. Ew, Mommy's going to vacuum. I got dirt all over the floor from mowing recently. When it started to rain, I was like, oh, I'll just bring the mower inside. It'll be for a day or two. The mower was in here for a week and a half. I should have put it in the basement. Well, anyways. Bye! Oh, wait. And I just wanted to say, earlier when I said that if I had a second person, if I needed to, I could put an e-collar on Chico, wrap him in a towel, and the second person could remove the tick. That, to me, is an absolute last resort. So, like, if tomorrow afternoon I still wasn't able to get this tick out, which would be very rare, I can usually get it out within 24 to 48 hours, then I would consider that, but that's not where I would start at all. Many options between here and that. Compliance is always the best option. So in the future, when I talk to him about needing to get one of his buggies out, he's going to be a lot more likely to let me help him and try, because he didn't get that upset. I sincerely don't even think he realized I was pulling the tick out, because he just wanted out of the tub so bad, with the sink. And then when we were out walking, I was practicing Cooperative Care. There's a Facebook group that's Cooperative Care by Deb. I'll have to link it in the description, because I don't look at Facebook group names that often. It's not coming to me completely at the moment. But this is along the lines of that. Like, I asked his permission. He said, okay, you could try. And then when he said no, I said, okay, fine. Like, I'm going to take that and listen to you. I'm going to respect what you're saying. You're saying no, and that's fine. We can try again a little bit. I'm not saying you're not going to have to do it at all. I'm just saying that we'll do it at your pace. Huge difference. Since we were practicing it all day, when we did it in the bathtub, it went really well, considering the fact that that thing was incredibly difficult to get out. Holy cow. I've never fought so hard. There was soap, it was slippery, but still, it was difficult. Anyway, I flushed that little stinker. Fortunately, he must have been in a low blood supply area, though, because he wasn't nearly as inflated as he should have been for how long he was in there. So that's really good, which means that he actually had less ability to transfer anything to Chico if he had anything to transfer. Well, he or she. All right. Thank you so much. Take care, like, and subscribe. And I'm going to let this child go to sleep now.